Okay, so here's a little walk around video of the 900 turbo convertible that I'm selling. Walk around it entirely first, and we'll get a little more in depth also. Looking pretty nice. I do have the tonneau cover. I just didn't put it on because it's a little bit of a hassle to get on and off. Aftermarket radio, works okay. It does have a little defect there, but I think it can probably just be glued back up there. But let's see, 142,000. So one of the things with 900s in general that have power seats, you always want to make sure that they work, because they often don't. Also, these seatbelt receivers are often in terrible shape. These work great. Alright, so let's start it up. Alright. No lights. Okay, so I'll test out each function of the seats to show that they do work. This is the flip forward. Focus. There it goes. So we've got forwards and backwards, tilt, tilt, and this is one that often doesn't work. The backrest adjustment. Works fine. Check the other side. Forwards, backwards, tilt. A little squeaky, but it does work. Tilt. And you can do them both at once too. And then backrest. Nope, fans are coming on. Okay, so those work well. Let's see the door panels. Some spots that these cars will sometimes rust is along here, sometimes down here. Got no rust on this one. Here. And if you look, there is a little tiny, teeny tiny spot right on the seam, but it's really not bad. All the wheels. We just did brakes on this recently. Usually when you see these cars that are missing these stickers, or the VIN stickers here, it means they've been in an accident, or at least had paint work done at minimum. And this has all its stickers where they're supposed to. The VIN number. I guess it's just a VIN, right? Alright. Shut it off. There. And that's, you can see the temperature stays where it's supposed to. Alright. It's got the real Saab floor mats. Sun visors are nice. Oh, the windshield too. Always a good idea to check the windshield in these convertibles because they're quite expensive. And if you have a cracked one, you know, it's about $1,000. Nice shape. Let's take a look under the hood. Get your nice Saab Scania roundel. And that is an original one, not a sticker or reproduction. Actually had one of those sitting on the shelf. The grill on this car is kind of like, it's so-so. When it's closed, the hood's closed, it looks better. But a little of the chrome's starting to go bad. But I consider that a minor detail. The braking systems on these later cars, it's the Tevis anti-lock brake system, and usually there's one of two things that go wrong. There's a pressure sender or this accumulator right here, which I personally replaced the accumulator with one of the good aftermarket ones, so should not have any issues there. Replacement coolant tank. Generally a pretty tidy engine bay. Always a couple things you might want to tinker with. A few of the vacuum hoses might be a little on the old side, but you know, easy stuff. Let's go around to the other side. Pretty nice. And always when you close the hood, if you have one that has had some sort of crash damage or something, oftentimes when you drop the hood down, it doesn't want to fall into these tracks where it should, and this always falls in perfectly. And I've checked every panel on this car. I do not believe it has ever had any paintwork done, and every one of the VIN stickers where they're supposed to be is on this car. Easy closing hood, as it should be. Let's take a look around the trunk. Gas flap. These sometimes, the plastic will crack, but this one's in good shape. Trunk is pretty clean. Has the spare. And let's check this, make sure you've got it. Hold on. And that's the full toolkit. It's got all the parts there. Lug wrench, regular wrench. You've got a little attachment to spin the seats if you had a motor failure. There's a Torx, a flathead, I think a Phillips, and that big thing there is for changing the spark plugs. And you can do that pretty easily on this car. With the jack and the jack handle. And VIN sticker. VIN sticker. VIN sticker. There's some others too I'm not showing you, but they're all there. I guess we'll take a quick look underneath. I did a muffler on the car. The downpipe itself was in good shape. The catalytic converter was in good shape, but the rear muffler was not. So it had a rear muffler that I put in. Pretty clean. That's the rear tow point. Oh, I did tires on it. They're not cheapies either. They're Goodyear Eagle RSAs. Interestingly enough, that's the same tire that is OEM for a lot of police cars. Kind of an interesting tidbit. All the lights and the fog lights work. Horn works. Air conditioning works decently. I mean, the air conditioning in a convertible is only so good because usually you're always just running around with the top down. That's the whole point. Alright, underneath the front. Let's see. Clean and solid. I did the drive axle boots, ball joints, brake hoses. Shocks are original, but they work fine. Other side, same deal. Clean drive axle boots, ball joints. Did the sway bar end links. See the final drive back there. That metal thing there is a skid plate, so it being a little bashed up is normal. Close-ups. You can see that there's a little bit of, I guess you'd say, like checking on the bumper, but it's supposed to be a matte color anyway, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But if you wanted to, I'm sure that could be, probably just repainted with a matte color, and you could probably do it yourself, really. All the trim's nice. I guess the one last thing, I'll go in the car, we'll put the top up, show you that it works. Alright, so to put the top up in these cars, you put it to on, pull up the parking brake, then roof up. Roof is going. And when you're about there, you stop. Flip these out. Go the rest of the way. Then link in. Link in. And your top's up. And then we'll start up, put the windows up. Takes a little bit of power. Windows going up. Alright. Put these up. And hey, away we go. Parking brake light. She runs strong. Could be yours for the right price.